So that was part 3 and 4. And the 5th part is about how can you make sure parents are engaged since there's such a difference within culture sometimes. How can you make sure you can be accommodating for other students? And in general, I feel like even with like everything overall, like simply even with like the levels of competency, like understanding that and just accommodating for like if someone doesn't instinctually understand certain like social cues or a lot of things like that, it's very like easy to work with just the levels of competency. There was like a really funny story where they're like to try to scare away like someone's fear of performing. They're like, this is what I call like something about distractions. It's like, I'm gonna distract you from your fears. It's like, okay, I want you to start playing, and stands behind the student and just jumps them randomly. It's like, you lost, you stopped playing. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. And it's just, I love it because like this book also finds so many ways to be like, this is how you could like as very specific phrasing of application suggestions, which makes it a lot easier to understand how to put this into your life and into the life of the students you will have in your future. And yeah, I like this book. That was my biggest positive about the book. I like how it like went through every single step about everything. My biggest problem, I feel like, is just the last section about like pretty much the way I would say is like the inclusiveness section is about 1/10 of the book. I feel like there could have been a bit more work done on it, but as I said, the competency thing does a lot of carrying already. Yeah. What do you feel?
I personally really like the book because of how many analogies it was able to draw between, like, you know, these complex musical terms that, you know, someone may not be able to understand at first go, but is able to just draw an analogy, kind of like how you said with the gardening. And she's also able to, like, incorporate these stories of what she's done in the past to kind of, in a sense, test out different ways of helping students get over stage fright. And one thing, the only issue I kind of really have with this book is that the pacing's a bit weird.
It meanders a little.
Because the sections aren't exactly even. Not saying that a book section has to be even, but some parts are abnormally large. Like part 2 essentially being a full 100 pages, and like Diego said, part 5 is 10.
Like part 2 and part 4 are single-handedly about 200 of like the 250-ish pages.
It's about 75% of the book.
75% of the book-ish. So yeah.
And then what was the last thing we were talking about? How it applies. I have a little bit of an advantage in this because I had attended her seminar, or whatever the term is, when she was presenting this during IMEA about how emotions are incredibly tied to how we perform. When I bought this book, there's a little pamphlet that was handed to me that was specifically made